Hey guys, you're welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ella and I'm really excited that you joined today. Now on today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my top favorite tips for avoiding overeating. Yes, there's so many tips out there on ways you can avoid overeating, but the ones I'll be sharing in this video today are the ones that have really worked for me. So please stay till the end of this video, because after giving you all my top favorite tips, I'm going to be giving you guys or telling you guys which one out of all of them did the most magic for me, and also telling you guys which one I really tried to do that did not work. And also, if you're looking to just lose some weight or maintain a healthy lifestyle, and videos like this are the kind of things that interest you, consider subscribing to this channel before you click out, because these are the kind of videos I enjoy putting out for you guys, and a little bit of fashion. So guys, tip number one: if you know those foods that trigger your binge eating, please make them hardly accessible. If you know those foods that keep you satisfied for a longer period of time, keep them very handy in the house. This one is like a weight loss anthem. It's very popular. Everyone, any article or any video on how to avoid overeating or lose weight will put this point there. And it's very important, but because it's very popular, I just wanted to make it the first point. It still has to be said. So it's the first one on this video. I get it out of the way and we get into other stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's the first tip. Make sure this one is very, very important, because if you keep foods that trigger your binge eating around the house, even if you have so much self-control and you're saying, yeah, I'm not going to eat it, yeah, I can control myself. Sometimes when we're craving food, it's not necessarily that we're craving it in our stomach or in our tummy and we really want to eat it. Maybe it's some mental craving, some psychological stuff. Just because it's laying around the house, you're feeling, now I think I want to have some taste of it. So yeah, but if it's not available, if it's not in the house, then when you're hungry and you grab something satisfying which you've made available, then chances are you feel full and then you're no longer going to crave more food. So that's it on my first tip. Guys, the next point is on self-education and awareness of the nutritional value and content of the foods you eat. This goes a long way, trust me. I've realized that most people find it difficult to just sit down and do their research. Guys, it's one thing to be told that you shouldn't be eating certain kind of foods, or you shouldn't be eating much of certain kinds of food. And it's another thing to know why you shouldn't eat as much of certain kind of food. For example, you're told rice is not good for you, especially when you consume in excess. If you don't know why, you may not really understand why you should stay away from it or eat very reduced quantity of it. But that deeper knowledge, that deeper awareness of how these nutrients or certain foods interact with your body, the effects they have on your body, that deeper knowledge, that deeper awareness goes a long way. Because by the time you start to educate yourself, over a period of time, you're going to find yourself drifting away from certain foods. And you wake up that one morning or that one day and you're like, I've realized that lately I haven't been eating much of rice, or lately I haven't been eating much of white bread or white pasta. And then you think back and you realize that it actually started to happen the minute you started to become more informed about how these things affect you and affect your general well-being. So yeah, that's it on the tip. Guys, educate yourself on the content, nutritional value of the foods you eat. That deeper awareness goes a long way into controlling how much of certain foods you consume, especially the ones that make you gain weight, especially the ones that are not very healthy for you. Guys, the next one is on portion controlling, but this one I'm going to take it a step further and qualify the phrase effective portion controlling. This goes a long way. This is very important, because most of the time people tell you I'm portion controlling, when they show you, hypothetically, someone says, in a day I don't consume over a cup of boiled white rice, for example. But then when they show you what they're calling a cup of boiled white rice, you're going to be absolutely blown away. And sometimes I find out that when I tell people that I actually use a food scale to measure my food, they give me that look like, please, you're being extra. But you're not being extra, especially if you have a goal and you're really working towards that goal and you want to achieve it at all costs. Then come on, getting a food scale is not being extra. Guys, this next one is on restricting my eating window. And if I'm being very honest with you guys, this one right here did the most magic for me when it comes to avoiding overeating. Guys, I've put out a couple of videos on this channel, which I would also like you to check out after this one, on intermittent fasting and its connection to weight loss, and how it affects the body, the benefits. But the benefit I'm about to point out here in this particular video on avoiding overeating, I don't think I've ever mentioned before. And that is the fact that even though I can't physically see my stomach, guys, I can feel, after a couple weeks of doing intermittent fasting, I could feel my stomach shrink. What I would eat before and not feel satisfied and want to eat more, after a couple of weeks of intermittent fasting, I felt like I eat just half of that portion and I can't take any more. I can almost feel my stomach is about to explode, like, I'm stuffing it. So yeah, this one right here did the most magic for me. If you haven't started intermittent fasting already, please go and check out my video on intermittent fasting and weight loss. I also give you pointers on how to start intermittent fasting effectively so that you don't start and quit without achieving any significant result. So yeah, check that out. And also consider starting intermittent fasting today, not just for weight loss, and also for the purpose of this video, to avoid overeating. Guys, the next one is on mindset. Honestly, this one is one of the most important, yet the hardest, one of the hardest to build. And when I say mindset, this is what I mean. You have to cultivate, or you have to try to start cultivating that mindset that concentrates on what you're gaining or what you stand to gain rather than what you're losing or what your mind thinks it is missing. This is what I mean. For example, I get on a scale and I see that, wow, I've lost 1 kg, I've lost 2, 3, 5 kgs even, or I've lost a couple pounds. Or I take a tape and I measure my waistline and I see that, wow, I've lost a few inches. I choose when I get those days or that period when I feel like, I should eat more. That's urge to overeat. I choose to remind myself, see that 5 kg that I just saw that I've lost on the scale? I don't want to lose it. I don't want to ruin it. And that is in the mindset. So choosing to focus on that rather than when that urge to overeat comes, you start to say, oh, the taste of ice cream, oh, the taste of rice, oh, the taste of sugar. So choosing to concentrate on what you're gaining or what you stand to gain rather than what you're missing or what you think you're losing really goes a long way. Guys, the next one is on eating slowly. Now, at the beginning of this video, I told you people that I'm going to be telling you which ones did the most work for me and which one did not work at all. This point right here did not do anything. I'm being honest. It hasn't helped me in any way, or it didn't help me in any way. As long as I'm eating the wrong set of foods, no amount of slow eating will stop me from overeating. So yeah, even if I choose that I'm going to take very small bites, I'm going to eat very slowly, maybe like a tortoise, and I'm going to spend forever on one plate of food. If I'm eating a food that is not satisfying, it's not going to do the trick for me. I'm still going to end up overeating. So for me, eating slowly did not do it for me. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I'm sure there are other tips that I might have missed. If you're a weight loss enthusiast like I am, please share your tips and give me the ones you think I've missed in the comment section. I'll be very grateful. And who knows, maybe it might spark some sort of, very informative discussion down below. Head over and check out my other videos on weight loss. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to hit that red subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that when I put out future videos like this, you do not miss out on them. And please smash that like button and leave your beautiful comments below. And I'll see you in my next video. It's bye for now.